So let's have one of those girly conversations. Um, Now I don't know. Like I used to all the time like talk about my life and talk about everything. But I've been in a relationship and I haven't really wanted to make videos. I don't know, but I'm done with that because I love videos. And people are always asking me, why don't you do videos? Why don't you do videos? Why don't you do videos? Blah, blah, blah. So, real talk. Let's just have a conversation. So, how do I start this? This is kind of tough to talk about because I don't know. I just never expected this shit to happen, and it's hard to talk about. But we're gonna talk about it because people want to know. So, and I'm okay with talking about it. It's not a big deal. Fuck it. I share everything anyway. That's probably why my relationship has failed. But so I'm gonna start. Let's see how I'm gonna start this. This is just the way that I actually found out I was being cheated on. This is not something that you want to go down memory lane, but there's a bright side at the end of the tunnel, so that's what we're going to look forward to. So, about 2 months ago, it's been about like 2 months ago now. Me and my ex-boyfriend, I know some of you guys know, some of you don't, but I was in a 2.5 year relationship with, he's actually almost 50 years old, a 50-year-old man with children. He kind of lived in the hood. He wasn't anything special, but there was something about him that I just kind of grasped to, and now that I actually think about it, I know that I was just desperate at the time and I really wanted a man. So, and then I'll get into like some other stuff. This may be quite a really long video. So about 2 months ago, me and my ex, we had a really big fight, and I'm just going to tell you one thing before I get started, that there is a thing called women's intuition, and when you feel it, like say for example, you walk into your home and you got a really bad feeling in your stomach. It's very bad. You're nervous. It's in your stomach. It's like butterflies, like a nervous, anxious feeling. That's your intuition. That's how it starts. Say you walk into a room with say you met a woman, a friend of yours, and your husband and her are talking at the table, and you got that feeling in your stomach. That's your intuition. A woman's intuition is like her power, like a superpower. It's really weird, like a sixth sense. And a lot of the times, women ignore it. So when you ignore it, that's when you have a problem. Now, there's a time when women are just being jealous for no reason. Like, I see a beautiful girl walking down the street, and I see my man looking at her booty or something, which a man shouldn't do anyway. I think that's wrong. But I just see it happening, and if I just go off on him for no reason, what the fuck are you looking at her body for? That's kind of like jealousy. But if you see him doing it all the time, and you see maybe him giving her the eye on the side, and you got that butterfly in your stomach, that's intuition, and that's what you need to pay attention to. So, anyway, we had a fight one day, and I would always get this intuition, this feeling. When he would be on Facebook, I would check sometime, and I would always find something, but I would ignore it. When he was on his phone, he'd wake up early in the morning, not even kiss me or say good morning, but he would jump to his phone every time. That started about 4 months ago, and it was really bad. I mean, he would be on Facebook and on his thing all day long. Like, I'm just sitting there like, are you serious? Like, I'm in the bed, like, trying to watch TV, but I can't. I have this feeling, and I'm watching him on his phone. And I never would go into the phone because I had the intuition. And I knew in the back of my mind that if I grabbed the phone, I was going to find something I didn't want to see. One day, I was drinking or something, and something made me just grab the phone, and he was knocked out. I grabbed the phone. I almost fell to my knees. I found so much in that phone. Cheating, lying, come over my house. You come over. I'm going to Brooklyn. Brooklyn was where he's from. Every time he goes to Brooklyn, I think he was fucking someone else. Like, from reading the messages. I found out that he paid a woman $20 to have sex with her. I found out that, he hated me. He hated me. He hated me. I found out that bitch this and fuck her, and telling women that I guess he was meeting online, texting, that they would say, oh, I see that she'll tag you in pictures of food that you're cooking, and then he would say, oh, don't believe everything you see, blah 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 blah. I found out so much. I broke down. Because it's not only the fact that I'm in the relationship with you, but you were doing this right in front of my face. He didn't put a lock on his phone, ever. So it's like he wanted me to see it. He wasn't upset with me seeing it, or I don't know, things like that you want to hide. So I feel like if that's the way he felt, then he just didn't care at all at that point. Fine, whatever. So we were having a lot of problems in the relationship, but he always used to tell me, I wouldn't know, because sometimes I have a little jealous streak. He's very talkative, and he's always, like, in women's faces. But I figured that was his personality, because he's very talkative and friendly and touchy, like, with men and women. So I never really took everything to heart. But I had the intuition all the time. That never went away. In the beginning of the relationship, it was really good. That never went away. So we had a big fight that day. I ended up moving out of the apartment. His main claim was I wasn't a good mother to his kids. And you know what? I won't even deny that. I mean, oh God, I know I'm going to get cursed out for this. But I couldn't connect with them. Like, I couldn't. I was annoyed by them. Their voices. Their daddy. I was annoyed. I wasn't into them. I don't know if I should have children because I'm so selfish. When it comes to my man, I want to be with him. I don't want to hear daddy. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't hear that we can't do stuff because of them. So it wasn't right for me to be in a relationship with a man with kids. That just was not a smart idea. So that was another thing that I did wrong, and that's my fault and whatever. But that was his biggest thing with me. So honestly, I think he did what he did because he just didn't care anymore, because he realized that I was not the right woman for him. Fine. But he could have made that very clear. Like, he's made it to where he would tell me that I don't know if this is going to work. But then he also would tell me things like, when we leave this apartment, we're going to be fine, we're going to be better, we're going to be blah, 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 whatever. It was a big deal. When I moved out, it was a big deal. We had a big fight. It was horrible. It was a bad day. And then I felt my whole thing was that he did not care. Like, how you don't care for somebody that you've been with for 2.5 years? I don't understand that. I mean, even if you did what you did, say, for example, you did what you did, then you at least apologize or have some type of regret or remorse. There was nothing. That's what hurt me the most. So that happened, whatever. Funny enough, last night I got a phone call from him. Unbelievable. I got a phone call from him. Well, he was texting me, and I ended up calling him because it was the texts were crazy. Like, I miss you so much. I need to see you. So I called him. He's like, I'm drunk all the time. I'm high all the time. I miss you like crazy. Like, my life. And he when he was talking to me, his mouth was like, sound like he was talking like, yeah, like that. And I was like, what's wrong with you? He said he got in a fight. he's getting in fights. I said, what happened? He goes, he didn't want to talk about it. And I'm like, why do you want to talk about it? And then he's like, it's a long story, blah, blah, blah. He said, well, long story short, somebody tried to rob him or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, my whole point is that now you're doing all this stuff. I was the bad mom, but now that I'm gone, you're drinking, you're getting high, you're smoking. I don't know what else you're doing. But he sounded horrible. He sounded horrible, like his life is falling apart. I miss you so much. I need you back. I need this, I need that. I just need you in my life. Are you serious? You really want me to come back to you? Cheated on me. You lied to me. And I'm happy. You know where I'm at right now? I'm in the Hamptons. We'll talk about why I'm in the Hamptons later, but I'm in the Hamptons. The famous Hamptons. I never in my life thought I would be here. If I were with you, I would never be here. So, on another video, I'll talk to you why I'm here. But I love it here. I'm happy. I moved out. I'm free. I met a guy that I really like. So, I'm in the long story short, I'm happy I'm gone. There's nothing he could do or say to ever get me back. I look at myself and I'm just like, sometimes, right now I look kind of messy, whatever. But when I put myself together, and I look in the mirror and I look at my body I worked on for a long time. I actually was working on my body for him. And while I'm working on my body, it wasn't really for him. I shouldn't say that. It was for him, honestly. It was to make sure, you stay looking good for your man, whatever. But in the end, it's for yourself. Because now I look good. I feel good. I'm hot. And then I'm crying over you. An old man with children, no future, no education, criminal background, no love, he's not a loving person. So all of this I'm going through, and I wanted something else so bad. I wasn't happy for 2 years. So by him cheating on me was a blessing. It wasn't a curse. It was a blessing. So I'm very happy he actually did what the fuck he did. But yeah, so it was very traumatic though, and that's why I'm single. So, yeah, guys, this is a 12-minute video now. I just wanted to spill out I just wanted to talk, and these are the videos that you guys wanted, and these are the videos that I miss doing. But when you're in a stressful situation, I would hate to keep getting on camera, always complaining and crying and whining and whatever. I've been through a lot with him. I had a miscarriage. I started to make plans and they didn't go through. So, and I'm happy. Things happen for me. And everybody was saying that when I first broke up. And I was so pissed. I was angry. I didn't want to hear, think you're going to feel better. You're going to feel better. The crazy thing about it is that I got over this really fast. That's how I know I wasn't in love like that. I was just used to him. Because my ex-boyfriend, hey John, my ex-boyfriend, it took me years to get over him. Years to get over him. I just got over him. Even a year into the relationship with Tony, I was still in love with John. And he knows that. He knows that. So, anyway, yeah, that wasn't love. That was comfort. And it was just easy. I was nervous. I'm in New York. I don't know people. I didn't want to move. I didn't want to go anywhere. But that's that. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. We'll have another discussion tomorrow or something. But it's late. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.